you saw.
No, they're very animated players, especially 6 a.m. He is like the definition. But we're going to go into game one with PS2, the Incineroar Ditto. Pretty even match. I'd say this is one of Incineroar's better stages, just based on where the platforms are. He gets a lot off of those.
Yes, and the lip on the edge of PS2 can make it easier for him to get back to stage when recovering low in that kind of predictable route he likes to do. We're going to see a lot of grabs, probably both. Obviously, the Ditto, both characters, Incineroar being known not just as a super heavy, but also as a grappler.
Yeah, so Incineroar being one of the main grapplers in the game, his whole arsenal is based around the ability to get early kills and stocks like that. But
as we see Black do to 6 a.m.
Exactly, and the side B is definitely one of the main things, but the funny thing is Darkest Lariat is actually one of his best moves. The invincibility on startup, the hitbox, you can literally cancel a spot dodge into it, giving you pretty much invulnerability into more invulnerability into invincibility.
And we see what was almost an early kill back, but 137 doing a really good job of living and managing to get the trade on the up B, establishing 50% of extra credit before losing his stock. Now that's not bad, especially in a matchup that can be as early as this.
Yeah, I mean 65% is basically at kill percent for this character.
Yep, what great Lariat pressure into the spike reversal, though, and now 6 a.m. with your early lead.
Yeah, he's just calling out the recovery there, getting the quick spike, and just able to take that very convincing stock. And now, oh, good job from Black, going a little bit further back, not getting hit by the up B there. The Darkest Lariat, though, like I was saying before, that move is ridiculous. And forward air, too. This character is nuts.
Forward air, back air.
Yeah.
All his throws kill really early. This character's like frame data, his damage output, his kill strength is off the charts, just kind of lacking a little bit in movement speed.
Yeah, I mean, I basically look at this character, and it reminds me a lot of, like, Diddy and what Diddy wants to do. But just much, much slower.
Yeah. Certainly, and he kind of lacks that top-end movement option, too,
yes.
that monkey flip and the item. But he's just at pure boxing,
yeah.
There's few characters better
That's what I mean mainly. The boxing aspect of him it just doesn't make sense for a character that large and slow. It's not common, but
no,
because he has that ability, he can not only just take out other brawlers, but he could compete with swordies with that forward air. So he's got a lot of range to work with.
And the down tilt as well, one of the best combo starters in the game. Very good poking tool. Can be safe on shield. Down tilt, actually, if you have max range, plus on shield. So can lead to some really crazy shield break setups or other setups. And Incineroar as well in the Ditto, having a really interesting, although for a second I thought we saw him mount over that alpha. I was like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, if it was going to be any other character, it would be like Ryu or something.
Yeah, I was very concerned, but we see Incineroar having Darkest Lariat, having those disjointed aerials, having a spike. He has really good tools to deal with his own kit, which leads to the Ditto, as we saw with Game 1, being super explosive.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this character has a lot of tools to gimp a recovery that you wouldn't think otherwise. Even just dropping down with Darkest Lariat sometimes can get like an early stage spike. But that up B pretty safe on the way up. Not so much other ways.
Down throw,
Ooh,
back air. I couldn't tell if that was just a RAR or a slingshot, but either way, that was a very clean down throw back air.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good op. He was definitely good with whatever it was. Gonna have to recover. Yep. Okay, not gonna get punished there. But the side B going to rack up a lot of damage, get Black the ability to get back into center stage, and just overall try and get his pace back into it. Because 141 is a lot, but not to an Incineroar who can get a stock just as early as 117.
God, that command grab always is bigger than you think it is, just by a little bit. And there we see the forward air, 6 a.m. going out, all the way out there, jumping off the rope, getting that early stock, and back to even now.
Yeah, exactly. Able to duck under the side B and get a combo off the down throw into back air. Very clean setup. Have to wait a little bit for that move to end, because if you're not careful, you'll just get hit by it.
Yep, and we saw with both players there going for that down air into back air, not working for either player, both happening back to back.
Keeps trying to go a little high up there. 6 a.m. definitely notices it. He's not got a lot of resources here. Not going to have a jump. Not going to have that air dodge to utilize. And 6 a.m. just doing his normal, this is the last stock, I'm going to go for a lap.
Absolutely. And we see the taunt and the sticky walk coming out remotely. Both players having a little bit of fun there. as Black currently on maybe on his winner's side stock. However, if he gets the F smash back to even, this is anyone's game.
Yeah.
And
With somebody as explosive as this character, we can see a very early stock, as well as if he gets put into a situation where he's not going to be able to make it back due to a little bit lackluster recovery.
Absolutely, and we see Black there going low. Oh, which he's opted to go high a lot more than 6 a.m. Both to his success and detriment. He's gotten killed for it, but he has also managed to get back to ledge and kind of get out of disadvantage for free by getting those downward snaps to ledge.
Yeah, I mean, Black is just calling out so much right now. He's hovering just around the spot where if 6 a.m. does go for side B or roll, he can punish while keeping himself safe, because he needs to stay as far away from the ledge as possible.
There's the grab, and that's the game.
Yeah, that's the game, evening it up to 1-1. Now, 6 a.m., he's going to have his counter pick here. We'll have to see where he goes. Like, playing the Ditto, you know what your best stages are, you know what you want to go for, but it's on you as the player to recognize what the other pilot is trying to get there, because not every Incineroar is going to play the same. So
no, absolutely, and both these players, it's actually kind of funny. Game 1, it looked like Black was in control of early. 6 a.m. ends up taking it. This game, it looks like 6 a.m. is in control of early. Black ends up taking it. It's kind of been a game of reversals, and just because you're ahead does not mean you're ahead at all, especially in a game where stocks can just explode.
yeah, you know, in a game like this, a matchup as explosive as this one, stocks are super important, and lead in a matchup like this is even more so. Kind of hovering over the Pyra Mithra there, maybe was not wanting to feel the Ditto out, which is rare for 6. He likes the Ditto as far as I know. So we're going to head to Battlefield for the last stage in this 1-to-1 match versus 2 of very prominent Incineroars. What are your takes on this map in this match?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is interesting. Incineroar does have triple up air. It's one of his biggest damage combos, so maybe looking for extensions there. And maybe the top platform helping the whatever Incineroar's in disadvantage getting back to stage. Stage picks in the Ditto are always kind of weird because it's just player preference more than anything.
Yes, no, definitely.
And it's interesting that we've seen 3 different stages here in the 3 games of the set. We saw PS2, but then we saw all Battlefield, and now
we're going to regular Battlefield. Yeah, I mean, this matchup, like you said, platforms are pretty a big deal to somebody who has minimal options at getting down. In the Ditto, he has a little bit more because of how slow some of the hitboxes are. He can get counters out. Up being just a little too high off the stage, going to get knocked back with the back throw. Black has got to be careful here. He's only got 2 stocks.
I will say that up B may have been intentional, though, because Incineroar down tilt, one of the most consistent 2-frame options in the game, and he did use the armor there to get through. And now Black with the forward tilt, one of the strongest in the game, manages to take that first stock. They're again going high. He's definitely had that preference.
Yeah, this is definitely his most common preference. I feel like going low, I mean, he did get clipped by the down tilt there, so there is some to be, like, you know, seen there. Oh my god, and just challenging the up air with the down air.
Yep, and we saw the vertical lariat there. The vertical Alolan whip there, but it got reversaled by just the down air spike, bouncing just off the top platform, and maybe that's one of the reasons why 6 a.m. picked this stage.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to be careful when you're on against an Incineroar. Jumping a lot is their favorite thing because side B will catch you in the air, so got to be careful with that. Going to punish the counter there with the Alolan whip. Off stage, not really challenging it. Doesn't want to give up that stock for nothing if he can avoid it.
Back air by 6 a.m. Black in disadvantage and on winner side stock here, and the up smash calling out the jump. That's the game. That's the set. 6 a.m. very, very narrowly avoiding that upset.
Yeah, no, that was a very close game. Going just down to the last 2 stocks, it was definitely anybody's game there. I'd say for the most part, Black played an excellent game, but 6 a.m. definitely showing why he is super consistent and able to go through. I'm going to be hopping off for a little bit. I got a match to play.
And we're